Hi everyone, it's Tisa. I am back with another layout for my little scrapbook store, and I'm going to be using the Jen Hadfield collection again. This is, what is this? The family, all my family maybe? I'm sorry, I just totally lost my brain. And I am using all of the pattern papers there, and I showed you my leaves. I die cut those prior to filming because it was kind of a process to get all those cut out, and then I stitched all of the leaves and then inked the edges to add additional texture. I'm going to be using that house paper as my very background paper, and then layering it with the white paper with the wood grain behind it. So I'm going to leave a link for my little scrapbook store below. Definitely make sure you check out her shop. She's got some great things in there, amazing Nuvo products, and she's just really fun to work with and super honest and just a really nice person. So I love to be able to support small businesses like that. So here's my layout, and I'm going to be scrapping a picture of my mom's dog, Wilson, and this collection just worked out perfectly for this layout. I am backing some of the, with some of my pattern papers, and I'm using that kind of orangey peach color, and then I'm going to be using the paper that has the picnic baskets on it, and this is a great way to use pattern paper that maybe you don't know how you would use it like literally. I'm somewhat of a literal scrapper a little bit. I guess I'm kind of in the middle, but unless I'm like scrapping about food or something, I might have a hard time using the basket paper, but I love it using it this way to just back a photo, because you're only getting the pops of color around the edge, and it doesn't really matter what the icon is on the paper. And I'm going to do a final layer with this diagonal stripe. I absolutely love backing layouts and photos with a diagonal stripe, especially one that brings in all of the colors of the collection like this one does. So this worked out absolutely perfectly for backing this photo. And this photo is going to be placed in the center of my layout, and then I will do the embellishing kind of around the photo. So alrighty, so in a minute here you're going to see me just kind of plopping down leaves and kind of figuring out where everything goes. Now there you see that black and clear acetate piece that I cut in half, and it's from the ephemera pack. And then I'm going to cut in half a green frame, and it's not a frame, it's an ephemera piece, but I think it has flowers in the middle, and I really didn't know how I was going to use it with the flowers. Honestly, I probably could have like fussy cut the flowers out of the middle now that I'm thinking of it, but I wasn't thinking of it then. I just cut that frame in half so I could use it again as kind of a layering piece and the foundation for my embellishment clusters. I'm not really doing embellishment clusters here because there's going to be like scattering of leaves and then really only one actual cluster on the bottom left. So I'm going to pull my leaves out, and you're going to find me playing around with these for quite a bit. And I actually cut out some of my playing around with it because I just messed and fussed and moved and everything. And I was, you know, when you're trying to make something like look like it just fell on a page, why is that so hard to do? Maybe I should have just dropped them on the page and that would have been much quicker. But it seems like when you're trying to make something look like it's like haphazardly or just like it just happened to fall that way, it's really hard to do. So I do mess around with that a bit. I did want to make sure that the leaves were all falling in different directions. So some of them have the stems up, some of them have them to the side, some of them are down. And then I just wanted to disperse the color evenly throughout, throughout the layout. On the left, you are going to find, see that blue leaf? I end up moving it to the top here while I'm messing around. And I don't like that. And I do figure that out before I lay everything down in its final place. But it's way too close to the blue that's in the photo. So I need to bring that blue down to the bottom of the photo where I don't have any blue. And so eventually I will figure that out and we'll move that down to the bottom. And then I want to make sure the orange leaves were closer to the top. They're not really orange, they're kind of like a peachy orange, but needless to say, I still did not want them next to the orange pillow if I could avoid it. So I'm loving how this layout is working out. It really is a simple layout, but it just took time because of placement. So the large leaves, I don't know if I already said this because I've done this voiceover twice, but the large leaves are from die cuts that I purchased from Tuesday Morning about a couple weeks ago. And then I used some smaller leaves that I have in my stash as well, or in my arsenal, I guess, of tools. And you'll see those come in towards the end of the layout. I love the texture that the stitching and the inking adds to this because, like I said, the layout would look pretty flat if I didn't do something else to those leaves. So that really helps everything look finished to me, add dimension, because I didn't pop up the photo. I think I popped up one leaf in each cluster, and I popped up the chair at the bottom. And look at that chair. How adorable is that? I knew when I saw this photo, I'm like, yep, I am using that collection and I'm using that chair. The colors were perfect, and the chair with a little dog curled up on it was absolutely perfect. So I want to make sure that I brought in black into the main part of the layout because I do have black on the border, and then the dog has black in him. So I wanted to make sure that that flowed throughout the whole layout. And that is why I brought in the black acetate pieces, which would be like the foundation of my clusters or whatever. And then I'm going to be bringing in that black house, which is going to be layered up by the chair. And then you'll see once I get my leaves placed that I also bring in some black acetate leaves that I'm going to be kind of having them tucked in, coming out from the leaf clusters as well. So here is where I'm finally going to glue everything down. And of course, it doesn't ever go down the way it's supposed to go, but I do like it in the end. I still really like the way it turned out. And, I'm glad it didn't go down that way because I still am looking at that blue leaf at the top and it just is bothering me. So I'm so glad I figured that out. Anyway, like I said, I really hope you will check out Michelle's link to her store below. She is having, this layout should be going up on Friday, the 29th. And tonight we have live bingo, which is too late to get your cards right now. But tomorrow she is having a big online sale and for Small Business Saturday. So definitely make sure you check out her Facebook page below because that is where you find the live sales. And you can pick up one of these Happy Scrappy bags at a discount. And the sales are so much fun, and I think she's doing giveaways. I'm not sure, but she has a lot planned for Saturday's sale. And I think, you will really enjoy watching her sail and just getting to know her through the video because it's live. So you chat with her, you know, through Messenger or whatever on Facebook in the video. It's really fun. So I'm taking forever, and I super apologize that it's taking so long for me to put these leaves down. But once I get those down, I'm going to add in my leaf sprigs. So I do use some green paper from the collection, and I use another die cut that I have, and I do some green leaves, and then like I said, I pull in the black acetate leaves as well. And then my final addition to the layout is going to be to add sequins. And I went through some of my mixes from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I don't know if the ones that I used are still in the shop, but she has so many amazing mixes in her shop. So I would also check out her little shop as well to support our small businesses. And that's where I use the sequins from. So now as I get everything glued down, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to inspire you, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. I always love hearing from my subscribers. I love to hear what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video, if you were inspired, if you went and bought the collection, all of that stuff. It's so fun to communicate with you all, and it really just makes it worthwhile doing all these process videos and such. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you come back for more. Oh, and also, like I said, I don't know if I said this already because I have recorded this once before already, but my last video for this one, I use the same collection, but it's a birthday layout. So there's so much you can do with this collection for just those everyday photos, birthday photos, pet photos, cooking photos, just so many fun things. Like, this is perfect collection for Thanksgiving. If you take pictures of your family, like baking or, you know, preparing the meal, it's got a lot of food items, and that would be perfect for Thanksgiving as well. So I am going to stop babbling on because that's kind of what I tend to do after a while, especially when I'm doing this over and over. But I hope you enjoy. I'm going to leave you with a little music as I finish up here. And there are screenshots at the end, especially if you want to see the detail in the leaves with the stitching and the inking. I suggest to try to hold on until the end of the video, and then you can see some of that as well. Leave any questions below, and I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. I hope you enjoyed all of your family and friends for Thanksgiving, and I will be back soon. Bye, guys.